Hemos venido anunciando desde ayer, desde el principio de la semana, que los chicos de For King and Country estarían con nosotros hablando de esta película que te dijo Gigi, Priceless, que es la traducción al español sería invaluable o no tiene precio. Y vamos a preguntarle a Joel Smallbone qué es eso que no tiene precio. Y le damos la bienvenida al arranque. Welcome, good morning, welcome to El Arranque. How are you doing today?
Buenos días.
Muy bien. Good job. Are we ready?
We're ready.
¿De qué se trata Priceless y cuál es el foco principal de la película?
Well, you have to go back to the beginning of the band For King and Country to understand that. My brother Luke, who makes up the other half of the band, had just gotten married. And I met my now wife, Mariah, who is Hispanic. I met her at Luke's wedding. She was brought to as a setup for me. And right around the same time, the band started traveling and doing performances around the United States. And this idea of love and romance and commitment was very close to our hearts at the time and still is. So we shared a simple message to our audiences, first to men, saying that it's time for us to love a woman well and love extraordinarily, and also to young ladies to know that they deserve to be treated with the most respect and honor. And one of the physical things we did was we brought a bunch of Australian 1-cent coins over to the United States. We framed them and we made necklaces out of them, and we called it Priceless. It stands as a reminder to us that a woman is worth more than all the money in the world. And we've seen over 300,000 people grab one of these necklaces and rally around this cause. So we went to our brother Ben about 2.5 years ago, who's a filmmaker, and we said, what do you think about, there seems to be a story here. What about making this into a feature-length movie? So from that moment with the story to I'm one of the actors in the film, and now to promoting it and it being in theaters, we've been a part of every piece of the journey.
¿En qué consiste el movimiento Priceless?
It's really a call to action to both men and women. First of all, to men, saying that it's so often it seems as though culture is emphasizing just the physical, sexual side of a man, which is a beautiful thing in its right context. But there's another side of a man, this strong, committed, chivalrous side to a man that will protect a woman and stand by a woman. And our hope is to encourage men in that regard. And then to ladies is to say, to know that they deserve to be treated with the utmost respect and honor in relationships.
¿Qué conocías acerca del tráfico humano antes de involucrarte con esta película?
Well, my character in the film, I play a man by the name of James Stevens. And he's an American, so I don't know if you can tell, but I had to lose the Australian dialect. But James is a very normal man. He's just struck with tragedy. He lost his wife in an accident. And as a result, his life fell apart, and he's in and out of prison. He couldn't hold a steady job. And then his daughter was taken from him by child services. So in an effort to get his life back on track in a desperate moment, he takes a transportation job to drive a truck, a box truck, a long distance, straight through, no questions asked, for cash. He agrees to do it in an effort to get his daughter back. But midway through the trip, he falls asleep at the wheel and runs off the road in the middle of the night. And as he's outside surveying the truck, he realizes he's got 2 sisters in the back of the truck. So he invites them into the front, into the cab, and they think they're coming to be a maid and a waitress. Mm-hmm. And this idea, he takes them at their word, and he's very much drawn to the elder of the 2 sisters, Antonia. She has this strength and character and faith. And Antonia is played by a Latina. She's played by Bianca Santos. But no sooner than he gets to know the girls, he gets to the drop-off point and he meets a man by the name of Jim Perrick from Suicide Squads and from Fury opposite Brad Pitt. And James incidentally realizes that he sold the girls into slavery, like you were asking me. So he partners with a local hotel owner by the name of Dale, played by David Koechner from Anchorman and The Office. And they become this detective crime-fighting team in an effort to save the girls. But all the while, Antonia's strength and resolve and faith in the face of tragedy is really impacting James in a very spiritual and mental way. And we felt it's an important story to be told because it is inspired by true stories, and this kind of thing happens all the time right under our noses.
Están acostumbrados a trabajar en familia musicalmente. ¿Qué tan diferente fue trabajar en familia en esta película?
When I was a boy, I did music with my brother Luke, and I did movies with my brother Ben. They were Indiana Jones films at our parents' farm with a little Super 8 camera. And my little brother Luke was always the first one to get killed in the movie. So movies and music were both a great love for me. So this was our first feature-length film together, but we had done a little bit before.
Gran parte de la película trata acerca del tema de la autoestima de la mujer. ¿Por qué ustedes, que son hombres, quisieron tocar este tema?
Well, Luke and I are two of 7 kids. And our parents have been married for 41 years and still love each other to this day. So they have been they've been great role models as to what it means to love well and be committed to the woman, the man you love. But as we've gotten married, we've started to ask ourselves the same question. What does love look like, and what's our role as men and women? And it feels like when you look around at society today, a lot of young people are asking the same question. So we felt it was a good and right thing to have a conversation with people about it as part of what we do as a band.
¿Cómo recomiendas que se vea esta película? ¿Debe ser en familia, con amigos, en parejas?
All of the above, yes. I think friends, couples, particularly, but families are very important because it's PG-13, but it's not. It does not glorify anything. It only tells an honest story. And the truth is, some of these issues that the film brings attention to, they're important issues to know about, even as young people. So I would greatly encourage families to see the film, particularly probably children maybe over the age of 10 or 11 years old.
Para las mujeres que lidian con rechazo, abuso verbal, físico y psicológico, ¿cómo deberían ellas reaccionar o actuar contra esto?
Well, we've heard many inspirational stories about people standing up after the movie is finished in the movie theaters. I think it will impact them emotionally, but it will do it in a way that is encouraging and will help them as they move forward with relationships in the future.
¿Cuál es tu película favorita aparte de Priceless?
I love the Roman film Gladiator with Russell Crowe.
¿Qué aprendiste acerca de actuar en esta película?
I was nervous acting in this film because we had such great actors that were playing the other roles. And I was worried that I wouldn't be able to carry the weight of the film and my character. But the other actors really encouraged me and helped me and built me up. And I'm really proud of what they did, and I'm really proud of what I was able to bring to life with my character.
¿Qué fue lo que más disfrutaste de esta experiencia?
I think I enjoyed the whole team. We shot in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and there were 77 people on the set, and we were all working together to accomplish this one mission for this film. My favorite scene in the film, without giving too much away, towards the end of the film, it's the one scene that all 5 of the main characters are in. It's at a playground. It's very, very dynamic.
¿Puedes invitar por favor a la audiencia a ir a ver esta película y qué mensaje les darías para que vayan?
I think Priceless is a inspirational story. It's very well acted and very well produced, but it's also a very important story to be told. People often ask us why, because we're musicians in a band, why be in a movie? It's because we believe that the arts has a way of bypassing the head and going straight to the heart of humanity. And in a very dramatic, exciting, thriller love story kind of way, this film does just that. But I'll say this in closing. I think to that question that this film is a very timely message for relationships for men and women and boys and girls.
Gracias, Joel, por estar con nosotros hoy aquí en El Arranque, hablándonos acerca de Priceless, la película. Thank you very much for your time.